Warning. Halfway through the show, we got really drunk and some of the audio got patchy. Enjoy the show. We're not sorry for getting drunk either.
Welcome to Drinking Bros, presented by StrikeForceEnergy.com. Put down the water and grab a fucking drink.
I'm in the Fat Taylor seat today, dude. Jared isn't here, so I'm sitting in the control. I feel like empowered that I'm in charge of everything, and I'm turning knobs.
Yeah.
I don't know what these fucking things do.
I'm going to be honest and let the audience know you've had this air of kingness about you, like almost like a lord of some sorts today.
Is it?
And now I know why. Now I know why.
Thank you. You know, I don't want. I maybe like Lord the band, not like Lord Hot Dog. You know. That's disgusting. Hey, I'm gonna get straight to it. We're a little low manpower today because Evan's doing some stuff. Rocco gets here in a month. We got Jared out handling some business shit today, and we took one of our favorite people that works at Ready Man and also for Black Rifle pretty much too. Yeah. But Josh, the fucking MMA Tyler, is here.
Yes.
What is up?
Is that was
huge fan?
That was good.
We're a huge fan of Josh Tyler. So I want to correct though a statement you made, Matt. We're not short on manpower with Josh in the building.
No, listen, he might be like 5'7", but his dick is huge.
Yeah, he's enough man for a lot of people. I recently had the privilege, and thank you for allowing me to do this, Josh Tyler, of narrating your last fight video as Morgan Freeman.
That was so amazing. That may be the greatest piece of video content I have ever seen. And
you never fucking showed me.
I haven't shown you.
Yeah, you never.
Oh my gosh, no. So I was waiting. Now I hope you're not upset about this, Ross, but I was waiting for the podcast to drop and then launch it and sync those two things up because I think there'll be some synergy. You know,
synergy.
Perfect. Well, this podcast, this podcast will drop at 8 p.m. EST tonight.
Boom.
So look, it's coming fast and furious.
You know,
no Paul Walker pun intended, but
hey, I got
you know?
this for you, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I love fighting Josh because his abs are great and all that shit. If you don't know about Josh Tyler, he's a professional MMA fighter, fought in Bellator and some other programs, but he just fought. But now that he's done, he's not in camp. So we're drinking whiskey. What time is it, dude? Like 1?
It's like 1 o'clock. Yeah.
It's 1 o'clock, and I've already taken about 4 shots of whiskey because fuck it.
Yep, it's just one of those days.
Yeah, I'm knee deep. It's in the 3:30 range over here, and I'm in the vodka haze.
Are you really? Are you strike forcing and vodka in it?
Yeah, I got a Strodka going, and I woke up super early this morning. Went to the gym, knocked out all my business, and I'm taking my child, out for ice cream later. Obviously,
Nice.
I'm not driving.
Of course
my
not.
wife is.
Well, that
my
or
wife
Uber.
is.
You know, it's fucking 2017. Like, you can be a fucking designated drunk dad. You're a better dad, but then you don't drive, and then that's what's up.
Exactly. But I got a wife. She can drive. She's fine.
That's what they're there for.
But before we got on, Matt, you were setting up. Josh, you were remarking on. I was. When you called, I was in the bathroom taking a healthy piss.
Yeah, it was super healthy. Like
really long.
I was really impressed because you can tell a lot about a man by listening to the way they piss.
Yeah,
and
you're goddamn right you can.
The sound of the water hitting the bowl. Like some people have a light trickle, other people it's like a fucking fire hose.
That was a heavy flow. It was like
yeah,
it was a heavy flow, and so here's a better story for you, Josh. We send each other videos all the time.
Yeah.
You do it with your friends all the time, and you're like, oh, hey, haha. I'd gotten off a plane, it was a long flight. I want to say it was like Atlanta to LA. I'd gotten off, and I go to the bathroom, and my buddy was, texting me some dick pic, and I was like, all right, cool. I knew I was going to unleash a fucking healthy yellow fury storm in the airport toilet. So I pulled out my camera phone, started videotaping it.
Do you have to specify that it's a camera phone in 2017? I feel like everybody's fucking camera has a fucking phone. Or
you didn't bring out the 70D.
I didn't pull because I always carry like a Canon like Rebel with me.
There you go.
For shooting purposes, I'm a fucking director, so I always carry one of those with me. So I want you to know that I didn't set up a tripod in there.
You whip out the tripod, the A7S. You fucking turn that ISO all the way up.
Because I have done shit like that before.
That piss out.
Yeah. And I have done shit like that before, where I've really like done, and then people are like, Jesus Christ, like that, you really went to all lengths.
Like you pull the guy from the stall next to you to come in and like fucking
I need you to be
hold
my
a reflector or something.
Yeah,
the lighting's not right.
Exactly. So I pulled out the camera phone. I was like, cool, I'm going to videotape this. There's an option on the iPhone in your photos bin that's, you can text it, you can email it, or you can send it to YouTube. I had hit the wrong button, but I didn't look down. And I just typed in a healthy, strong urine flow. Exactly what you had said to me before we got on the thing.
Right.
And I pressed send. Didn't think about it. A couple hours later, I never heard back from my buddy, and I was like, "Hey man, did you get that fucking video I sent you?" And I was like, "He's like, no, I didn't get video." And I was like, "All right, you're fucking with me because you just watched me piss for like 45 seconds straight.
Right.
Like
you're just waiting for a rebuttal until you saw it.
You don't want to admit it." And he goes, "No man, for real, I did not get this." And I was like, "Where the fuck did this go?" Cut to maybe 6 or 7 months later, I still not thinking about this, and a comment shows up on YouTube, and they're like, "Hey man, there's a lot of bubbles in your urine. Have you considered going to a doctor?"
Oh no!
I go to my YouTube page. I'd accidentally sent that video to my
Did you
YouTube
really?
page. So it's on.
Is it still there?
To this day, like I could not stop laughing.
Is it
to
still
this
there?
Day, if you go to my YouTube page,
No, I've
this is
seen
happening.
this one.
I'm looking it up right now.
pissing. Yeah.
a healthy, strong urine flow, and I'm in an airport bathroom in LAX, and I've left it. But there's like almost 50,000 views on me taking a piss.
Wow.
And there's all these comments of like, "Hey, could you not, it looks like you might be spilling some. Could you correct your aim next time and maybe shoot a different video?"
God,
like,
you have so many like piss enthusiasts. What is that called? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Is someone that's
golden showers, I think.
No, but like, so who's into golden showers? There has to be like a name
like
for that
Ophelia. Ophelia.
Yeah, like a guy
of-
that's someone that's into animals, bestiality,
Right,
or
right.
all these
Yeah,
different
yeah,
terms. There has to be terminology for someone that's into piss. I'm sure Drink
for,
Bros know.
like a pissophile or something.
Yeah.
I'm going to call
Wait,
it
this
that.
came up the other day. I would rather have someone piss on me than in me. We were talking about this in the drive back from
Yes.
shooting on the range, right?
Yep.
Because
Yep.
someone was like, "Ew, on you. I just want it in me." Who was that?
What?
Heather Lynn? And I was
Oh.
like, "You want piss inside of you?" I don't know if that's a thing.
No, that
I don't want to put that on Heather. I don't think it was her. She was in the car.
Well, look, it
You
could
know,
be
it probably
anybody.
was. It probably
I'm
was.
the
Maybe it was
same way.
Jared.
It was probably Jared.
yeah, I think it sounds like a Jared comment.
Yeah, I don't want piss in me. Like I don't want to taste
Never.
it. I don't
Gross,
want
man.
Never.
I don't
Never,
want it in my
ever.
ear. Yeah, as a kid, by the way, I grew up in Georgia. There was I had an earache, and they were like, "Oh, the nurse had said you have an ear infection."
Terrible
She was like,
segue, dude.
no. But she goes, "Do you know what would clear up that ear infection is a little urine in there?"
No.
And I was like,
Wow.
yeah, dead serious. Third
God,
grade.
could you imagine doctors back in like the fucking 50s and 60s with all the wives' tales? It's like, all you got to do is rub a little Uncle Semen on that and it'll clear right up. You're like, I don't think that's a thing. Like,
So
that's not a
this
thing.
was my school nurse in third grade who told me to put, and no lie, she said 3 drops of warm urine inside the ear, and that helps
That
soothe
is
it. And I was
oddly
like,
specific.
Yeah, I think that's
That's
some
what I
weird
thought.
fucking fantasy your fucking third grade nurse had.
I need some of
but
that.
she was, I would say this, she was in her late
Whiskey.
50s, early 60s, super Southern. I mean, we're talking like Andy Griffith Southern.
Yeah.
And you were like, all right, maybe she's right. And I was like, I went home. I think I told my mom, I was like, hey, she said 3 drops of urine. I really don't want to do that. And she's like, no, we're going to the doctor for an antibiotic or something. And I was like, thank God, because that's what, because then you walk around with an earful of piss all day. If there's any drinking bros out there in the medicine field, please write in and let us know if that's
So-
proper protocol.
I just got this on my Instagram, and this was completely not planned. But how is this a thing? So I get a message. It's a girl's vagina in my Instagram.
Nice.
Then 3
Is
minutes.
it nice?
No,
is it nice?
No, it's not. But then 3 minutes later, it says, "You have a girlfriend. Sorry." Bullshit. There's no way in 3 minutes you vetted me that I am with somebody.
What?
That is a fucking like a case study real quick. Like they're like, "Are you going to cheat on your chick?" No, I'm not going to accept. Do you get weird fucking messages? I bet
Dude,
you do.
so many
Because you're
weird
like
messages.
shirts off all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't got great
Yeah,
abs.
Josh,
you know?
what's your
I wear
story?
tiny,
What do
I
you
wear
get in your
tiny
inbox?
pants too. You know what I mean? Like in fighting, you got the bummies, the compression shorts.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of times I don't wear a cup, so that's all me. You see that bulge? That's the real deal.
That's all Josh.
That's all Josh.
Damn,
I
son.
didn't know you have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Do you get any weird ones?
Oh my gosh, so many weird ones. I've actually had on 2 different occasions people soliciting me for flexing pics, and it starts with flexing pics, and they're like, we'll pay you $50,000 to just take some top-lick pics. And I talked to you, Matt, about this.
Oh shit,
Remember
that was months ago.
You
Yeah, I
should
was
have
like,
done it. You should
no
have done
bullshit.
it.
I'm
Josh.
like, I would be like, bitch, PayPal me half of it. You get half the pictures. When I get the other half, you can fucking give me the 50 grand.
Well, I upped the ante. I actually was like, you know what, $100K and we have a deal. And we were negotiating, because I'm like, hey, if you've got $50,000 to piss away on me sending you pics, because here's the thing, like, I'm in pretty good shape, but there's millions of pictures of topless dudes on the internet.
Yeah.
You can look at gay porn and see plenty of, handsome looking guys. I wouldn't know myself, but I'm just saying, I'm sure it's out there.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of the internet. That's why, like, I feel like there has to be some like personal component as far as why people reach out to specific individuals.
They want
because
it directly from you.
Yeah, because you can look up any porn in the world you
Yeah.
want to look at. You can look at, but then people are like, send me pictures of your feet. Like,
Which is so
Heather gets that.
weird.
All the girls that model for us get these weird ass fucking DMs that are like that. And you're like, so you want their specific feet? And they're like, I'll pay you $250. It's in your fucking PayPal. You're
That's
like, God,
done.
you fucking
That's
A, man.
done. For my
Wow.
feet, I will.
Oh God, yeah.
I
man.
mean,
a
easy
shirtless
day.
pic. You want to pay me 20 grand for a shirtless pic? You can
That's
see
happening.
every part of my shirt.
But so then it was like, well, actually, what we really want is some ass pics, some dick pics, and maybe like a short video of you stroking off. And I'm like, yeah, I can't quite go that route. I'm sorry. And I'm pretty sure you're I mean, the guys was
Hey, Josh?
yeah.
Leave your options open, Josh. You say that now.
well,
but you
no,
never
but like,
know
you got to be a smart,
what the world is
smart
gonna throw
businessman
you.
about it. If you want to, like, I would jack off on camera for $100 grand. Come on,
Easy.
I fucking do it. Like,
I mean, I do
3
it for
times
free
a day.
every day.
Exactly. So,
Yeah.
like, what's the difference?
No,
you got to
hey,
make the money
with
up
your
front.
face, Matt. With your face.
Oh no, no, because that's blackmail central.
Right.
dog.
What's
Yeah.
that?
Right.
All right. So what's that quote? What's the quote to get Matt Best's full body face in there, fully spread like a spread eagle jack? What is that quote for the nation?
Man.
I'd pay $500,000 for that.
Yeah,
myself.
yeah, you know.
Wait,
God.
you
We're
would,
starting,
not you,
we're starting
dude.
the bidding.
You,
Let's
Josh.
start the
Start the
bidding
bid
at
war now.
$500,000.
Listen, I want to put a number on it because if we can influx it. No, I that wouldn't bother me. Like a solo thing, not at all. Like I'm so protective about the person that I'm with that I'd never want her in camera. Which would be no, but myself jacking off.
What's
Like,
what's your numbers?
No,
to
man,
somebody like some rich like Saudi Arabian prince to come in and be like, hey, I'll give you $2 million to watch you solo jack off full body.
yeah, $2 million. Fuck yeah,
Easy
I'm in.
day.
I'm in, bro. I'm fucking. I'll
fucks
I'll
given.
eat cauliflower. I'll fucking eat pineapple. Make that shit smell like fruit, and I'll fucking throw it all over the camera like HD. I'll slow. I'll frame blend it so you can't tell the difference between the pixelations. I'll shoot that shit in 120.
That's
Come on, let's go.
6K, bro. That's 6K material right there.
I ain't worried about that, dude. It's like everybody jacks off. What is somebody gonna do? Like, oh, that guy fucking jacked off on camera. Be like, yeah, that's cool.
But I made $2
I worked
million.
out. I got a nice dick. There you go. Merry
Yeah, you're
Christmas.
welcome.
Are you gonna blackmail me
Yeah,
with that?
but-
I better.
so-
But
$2 million. $2 million. If we have any Arabian princes out there who
Yes.
listen to the show,
Yeah.
$2 million, and you can see a
Or listen,
full
like
bodied.
a hot Gatorade and a high five. You know?
yeah,
Whatever.
I mean, whatever. I would want half up front, and that was
Yeah.
my demand. I was like, "Hey, look, you front some of this money, and we'll talk." And they're like, "Well, I can't actually do that. It's after the fact, and there's people that have made 200, 300K of sending me these videos, and it was supposed to be some like independently wealthy lady that is just a collector of
Bullshit.
yeah." And I was like,
Bullshit.
Yeah, of course. And Matt was a very good mentor in this because I asked him. I was, he's a handsome, pretty well off guy, and I'm sure he got that kind of stuff. So he was my go-to. I was like, Matt, what do you
I
think
wouldn't
about
say
this?
that's why, because I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right. Yeah, that's right.
That's
Jay-Z, motherfucker.
truth, man. You got to be careful about your likeness, and if you're willing to go a little on the edge, you got to get paid for it. And I mean, I don't give a fuck. Like, if someone wants to see me naked, I could give two shits about it. But if you're gonna get paid for it, might as well fucking go down that avenue. You know? I like
goddamn right.
I like Costco fucking fillets, man. I eat them bitches every single night. So it's like $8 a steak, man.
That
That
shit
shit gets
gets
pricey.
pricey.
Shit
It
gets
is.
expensive.
It is pricey.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
pricey. And you make a goddamn fine fillet. But speaking of money, shit, we actually have some sponsors who pay for this, Josh.
That whole thing.
do
That whole thing.
Do that thing.
This whole shit donkey to be on the air.
Shit donkey.
First up, we got StrikeForceEnergy.com. Yeah, you heard him from the top. I'm drinking a Strodka right now that is Strike Force and vodka. It is goddamn delicious. It is mid-afternoon. It's a beautiful spring day, and I'm getting fucking housed.
Dude, I just took a shot
Strikeforce.
too. I'm saying fuck it, dude. You know.
Yeah, this is our day. This is our day down here.
Carpe
once
diem,
once we
bitch.
go
Carpe
up Troy's
diem.
bucket, it's all over.
Yeah.
It's the fucking it's the Goonies show today is what this
Fuck
is.
yes.
This is our time down here. Go to strikeforceenergy.com. It's the tastiest, tiniest little tin pouch full of energy that squeezes into every liquid ever made. I'm talking beers, waters, Kool-Aids, liqueurs, Courvoisier. Man, if you want some of that Strikeforce and that Courvoisier, do it. Go to strikeforceenergy.com. They ship everywhere in the entire world. The promo code StrikeCom no longer exists. So stop typing that in. I know it's gone.
Shit.
That was
It's
a good
gone.
one.
Back
That
to
was-
drinking, bros.
Well,
It's Drinkin' Bros, 20% off at strikeforceenergy.com. They've got a subscription of the month club, which we all have, and they got that 750 milliliter bottle, which is the fucking jam. That's what I squirted in my drink today. Next up, we got ghostbed.com. Matt, can we ever, yeah.
Dude,
nice
I'm
little
about the
noise.
ghost bed. Dude, guess what? I have big news, man. My basement is almost finished, and I purchased a Cow King because a bed frame because I stole Rocco's ghost bed.
No way. Did you really?
Yeah, I said that in the
Oh,
show a
that's
while
great.
ago. It's been in my other bedroom because of the whatever, but it's going downstairs. So Rocco, I'm sorry, but it's gonna be all displayed nice because I sleep on it every night. I fucking love it.
Love the fucking ghost bed. We're a big fan of
I think
ghost
Josh
bed.
wants a ghost bed, but
I definitely want a ghost bed. But before I get one, I need you to convince me, Matt. Does it make you a better lover?
ghost bed?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you have such good sex. It's scary.
Oh, my
Josh,
Oh,
Don't
Nailed
bet.
it. Nailed it. Hey, Josh Tyler, they got a fucking sweet contest going on, by the way.
Okay.
That just started with them. Any of our listeners, there's so last month they gave away one to Jimmy Long, the Brosman of the Year award winner.
Yep.
This next month they're giving away a ghost bed to whoever takes a video of the worst bed they have at home currently. But you have to be either sitting on it or laying on it. No fucking comforter. Like, they want to see how disgusting your mattress is.
Ooh.
The person who has the worst mattress.
But Josh
out
has
of
got
all-
like a nice house, and so he wouldn't
That's
win
what,
that.
that's what I'm saying.
I may have to go to like my old college bed and fish
Right.
that thing out of the attic. To,
I'm gonna try to get you a ghost bed.
Yeah.
I mean, even if we have to pay for it in some capacity, we'll get you one.
If-
'Cause
you know, if
it's,
they
it's like
wanna-
sleeping on a fucking angel, dude.
if they
It
want
is.
a topless
It's
pic,
great.
I'll send it to them. I'll do it.
You'll
for a ghost
barter
bed.
with the
That's
topless
my
pics?
yes.
A topless pic on a ghost bed. How many followers do you have, Josh, on your
About
Instagram?
15K, roughly.
About 15,000.
15 plus. Yeah.
I like that you call it a
Find
top-
out what they say.
I like how Josh calls it topless, even when you're a dude. You know,
Yeah.
I have
Shirtless.
nipples too.
It's shirtless, Josh. Yeah, it's shirtless.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ghost bed.
But anyways, ghostbed.com. Send us in a video, a short video or a picture of yourself on your disgusting mattress, and they will give you a free one. It's only open to our listeners only. And also, they're giving away 2 other free beds just for the fuck of it. Go to ghostbed.com/drinking bros. Type in your email address. Also, if you go to ghostbed.com/drinking bros, you get $50 off a mattress and
Booyah.
3 free pillows.
Those fucking
which,
pillows, man.
I know.
You know what I like?
The
Because
best.
I feel like we're so fortunate to have good sponsors because we love the products. Because I literally fucking live on that ghost bed every day. I get home from work and I don't work in my office anymore. My office is non-existent. I literally work out of my bed because it's comfortable. And those fucking pillows are like it's like an angel coming on your face. I don't know what that feels like, but I imagine it's very similar.
It really is. Go to ghostbed.com/drinking bros and get yours today. They've also got a payment plan, which is a nice thing. Next up, we got Grenade Soap. Grenadesoap.com.
the chopper. Sorry.
Love Grenade Soap. Look, they got the soap, they got the beard oil, the dot bag, the tactical toothbrush. They've even got a taint scrubber, and that's real, by the way.
That's
and
important.
If somebody whoever sends in the first picture of themselves using a taint scrubber from Grenade Soap, we'll put you on the Drinkin' Bros Instagram. Because I've got to see this thing. They did not send me the taint scrubber.
I didn't get
want
the
it.
taint scrubber either. You know.
Toiletry products. They're toiletry products for the everyday man, down to your warfighter. They're combat clean and OD green. The soap is gun smoke, and it's got hints of gunpowder inside the soap. That is fucking real.
I will
by
say,
the way.
like, a lot of their
That is
stuff
real.
is like super novelty, you know. And then I was like, all right. And then when I actually checked it, it's fucking, the soap's dope. It smells good as fuck.
It's great.
Yeah.
The tactical toothbrush has got storage for up to 3 additional clicker stowaway tools that we sell on the site as well. So that's a nice thing. And a portion of the proceeds benefit the United States veteran law enforcement officers. So go to grenadesoap.com. Buy some shit, type in the promo code Drinkin Bros, and you get 20% off. 20% off at grenadesoap.com.
That means
Last
you're
but
only
not-
paying for 80%.
Yeah.
You
If
know?
I know math
Yeah.
like I think I
I
do.
mean, I'm no mathematician, but fuck.
Last but not least, Matt, I never do this, but I'm going to now. I'm going to talk about Black Rifle Coffee, and the reason why, I was at my friend of mine's, his child's birthday party, so my
Okay.
kid's birthday party on Sunday. There was, I would say, a good portion of the Wilmington Fire Department there. I was wearing a Black Rifle Coffee shirt that you'd given me last week, and they were like,
yeah,
"Oh
we
my
hooked you up
god!"
with some, as the kids call it, swag.
That's
Even though
swag.
I fucking hate that word.
I do too. And but it's, you guys have the finest apparel on the planet. Anyways, they talked to me for about 15 minutes. The head of the Wilmington Fire Department. They want to order Black Rifle for all of the Wilmington Fire Department.
That's fucking awesome.
Yes. So they need a point of contact over there.
I will give you that.
They are the
not
most
on
enormous
on the
fans.
podcast.
I'll
Yeah, of
talk
course.
to him about it.
Of course, but they are the biggest fans of Black Rifle Coffee, so much so that they were like, dude, we don't know what the prices are compared to, because they're getting it in bulk now from somewhere else. But they're
Yeah,
like,
we'll take care of the bros. That's for sure.
yeah, because they were like, look, it's the best tasting coffee on the planet. So literally, I got, I was in a 15-minute conversation about how great Black Rifle Coffee is, and I was like, I don't work there, right? Like, I don't work there, and
Well,
but I had the shirt
you spent
on.
a good minute out here. You were out here for the book stuff, and
I do, and I do love
you
your
know?
coffee, but it's hilarious how everybody associates like I'm an owner. I'm not an owner, to clarify, but I can help you by getting in touch with the owners to get the coffee. And to the Wilmington Fire Departments, we will get Wilmington, North Carolina, I should specify, not Delaware. We will help get you in touch with that and get you some coffee, because it really is the finest coffee. So,
You even you had some coffee when we were talking about the book out here with the other important people, but Edwin, the master roaster, made us some delicious fucking coffee.
it was so good that I didn't put anything in it. And for those people who know me, I usually load up coffee so that it's not, I mean, it's like a Lisa Bonet coffee. It's kind of black where you're like, it's kind of black, but it's definitely a lot more white. It's like Tiger Woods, my coffee.
Blackish.
I usually own it, so if I drink like gas station coffee, I won't put creamer in it. So I eat it, I drink it just so I can taste that, like, the bad decision
You're a
that
man.
I made.
I mean, that's a
God.
manly. That's a bold move.
Yeah, well, it is bold. I see what you did there.
Uh-huh.
There's nothing worse than gas station coffee in a styrofoam cup that
fuck
with,
it. You
with
know,
nothing in it. With
It's
nothing
better
in
than
it.
that green fucking bitch. You know, that's the way I look at it.
Boom.
I don't think I'm allowed to
It's
say
true.
that anymore. I have a cease and desist in
Oops.
my ass real quick.
It's
Dang.
true.
It's cool though. We're fucking drinking today. I'm ready to go ham on some shit, Ross.
We
You know what I'm
we
saying?
are going ham. It was, look, big day, man. The head of the FBI got fired. Which
That's
was
what I heard.
fucking-
Trump fired him.
Ooh. Yeah.
It's
See ya.
never happened.
See ya.
It has
mean,
only happened
YOLO.
during the Nixon administration. Not that he wasn't a shitbag, because let's face it, Comey was.
Well,
But dude, he's draining the swamp. The other big news was this: The Rock came out. He's on the cover of GQ magazine for his sweet new flick Baywatch. And
Yep.
I really hope you caught the sarcasm in my voice.
Yeah.
He said there is a real possibility that he's running for president in 2020.
boom. Wow.
No, I'm not a fan. You know.
I don't know that he's necessarily qualified.
Well, you know, if Arnold Schwarzenegger was, I would
Exactly.
You go that
I would
route?
vote,
Exactly.
I'd
That's
vote
what
for
I thought.
Arnie. Like, let's implement that you cannot be a U.S. citizen. No, I'm just kidding, because we know where that takes us. Hashtag Islam. That was
Yeah, you're right. The
no,
mayor
he
of
didn't.
the mayor of London is they've got a fucking Muslim mayor now in London, England, which is surprising.
Don't make me start today, dude. I'm on a zero fucks given. I'm like half a bottle of whiskey, and I give zero fucks today.
We have
Ross.
literally drank half a bottle.
We absolutely have.
I'm not even.
Oh,
mad
I
about
love it. So let me ask you this: Could he win? I think is
I think
it
he can
weird that I
because
think he might?
I think that the dynamics that social media has on politics these days is insanely crazy. And the fact that going forward in elections, I mean, look at Donald Trump, right? Whether you like him or hate him, at the end of the day, he is brilliant the way he marketed himself and the way that he went after his campaign. And absolutely, The Rock would have an ability to do that. I mean, getting past
That's what I think.
the lower level politics side, yes, maybe, but then the national vote, I mean, Jesus, I mean, you're going to get the people that show up strictly because they love The Rock.
I mean,
You know
he
what
is
I'm
the
saying?
people's champ.
He is the people's champ.
the people's champ.
If you can sell fucking 9 million pay-per-views, you can make fucking 60 million voters show up. So
I
Yeah.
would say a lot of it is contingent on how the Trump presidency plays out, because we just elected a kind of a non-politician. If things go well, we may
Yeah.
continue in that route, but if it
goes bad,
if
we're
it
gonna go
turns
back
to
to-
shit, we
yeah.
may go a little bit more back to square one.
the habitual politician,
Which
and
I'm not a
shit.
huge fan of, but we'll see how it shakes out.
I'm not either. Hey, look, so far everything's been fine.
I mean-
despite the media, like
Right.
nothing bad has happened. The market is through the goddamn roof.
Well, the left
Stock
loves them,
market.
to be honest with you, because they have a great fucking anti-marketing campaign against him. So all they do is go against his followers to use clickbait and then, run it in that way where they can fucking make a buttload of money off the fact of a hate campaign. That's all. It is.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up. So it happened to me. I tweeted out something to Martina Navratilova. Do you know who that is?
No, I don't.
No, not
She
at all.
is. She was before. This is a weird one. Before Serena Williams, she held the most singles titles for a woman in the entire world.
I know who. Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
say her name
blonde.
again?
Martina Navratilova. She's blonde.
Oh,
she
yeah,
has
of
glasses.
Now
she
I know.
played in the,
Yeah, I got it. I
Big
like tennis,
80s.
actually.
Yeah, she was
weird.
big in the 80s against like Chris Evert, and then Steffi Graf ended up taking all of her titles, and now Serena Williams passed her. Well, I saw her on Twitter write something about like, what a tyrant he was for firing Comey and all this other shit. So I tweeted to Martina Navratilova. I was like, oh, thank God that Martina Navratilova decided to weigh in on American politics.
I know, right?
And I was like, because the
That's
people were
like,
dying to hear what
so,
she said. She
That's
wait,
my
she
thing, right? Okay, go ahead.
she wrote back. She wrote back.
She wrote you
goes,
back.
Yeah, she goes, I don't know who you are, but I am an American citizen, and you don't know what you're talking about. And I was like, hang on, Martina.
See, I have no problem with people that articulate and put out their political opinions, because we do it here on the show once in a while, even though we keep it drunk. But at the end of the day, it's our platform. We can say what the fuck we want, listen or don't listen, right? That's the way it works. But when people take like an opinion and then use it as like a fucking, I don't know, a consensus or something that has like a validity to that political statement, like I know fuck all about politics in the grand scheme. Like, fuck all. I'll admit it. I have my opinions, but I know fuck all. Why? Because I don't focus on that. I'm a business guy, and I fucking worry about making dick jokes on the internet. That's what I do for a living. And it's weird when people will reference them as if their fucking opinion matters. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah, just because you're a celebrity, that doesn't
Means
make you
nothing.
an authority on anything other than hey, you're pretty good at making films, which is cool. That's great. But
you're good at getting photoshopped and looking good in a bikini. Great.
but that doesn't mean
By the way,
fuck
Josh
off.
Tyler doesn't get photoshopped. That's all real.
Yeah, all
That's
real.
all. That is all real. And Josh,
That was the gay episode.
Yeah, Josh, that was my tweet back to her. I said, look, the reason why you're in this situation and normal working class Americans hate you is because you're spouting off words like tyrants about politics, and it's like, we're not there yet. We don't live in that type
Oh
of
my
world.
gosh.
Still a fucking free democracy and all this shit. So anyways, I got hit back with one of those bots, Matt, that you were talking about, where it was a pro Hillary thing, and it was just like, it was clearly, because I went back to it and I was like, man, this is a really weird reply, and it came from this account that had 400,000 users but no likes on their thing and whatever, and I was like, oh shit, this is one of those things that you were talking about, Matt, where people
Not
are
today,
paying these
ISIS.
campaigns to auto respond to people.
It's the truth.
How lucrative is that?
Dude, I mean, I won't get into I've been drinking, so I'm going to be really dumb here, but how technology is influencing business is insane, man. And I had actually a pretty lengthy conversation with my brother yesterday, because he's starting a business and shit, and we're just
Davis
talking
or Allen?
Davis, that's funny. Good job.
Yeah.
But so he's starting a business, and like we're talking about all these things and the influences that technology has as you're going forward. Like to the way that people can isolate a specific individual, it is insane. To the fact that like they know you're a coffee drinker, they know that you're, and I'm using an example, but across the board with politics, if you don't think that those same marketing capabilities are used in campaigning for a political agenda, absolutely, and they're going to feed you what you believe in, and that's like, man, it's a weird world because you see how you have influence in the business realm, and then you put that in the sense of someone that can directly resonate with your personal beliefs, Ross, even if it's not their own, but they'll highlight that one thing that you're passionate about and they'll get that vote. It is fucking insanity. And I'm not talking on a general level like how it used to be, like, I'm pro this, I'm pro that, I'm pro choice, I'm whatever. I'm talking about to like the cellular level of understanding what demo they're going to associate themselves with, finding out what lifestyle choices they make, and then finding what's most important in their life and then marketing directly a campaign towards that. It is fucking crazy.
Yeah, and to that point, Matt, I did some advertising on Facebook a few weeks back, and I don't, it was kind of one of my first forays into that, and they have these subcategories of like suggested like tags for it,
and you popped up.
Ooh.
Oh, hey, do you frequent my page? What's up, girl?
No, but that was the first time they were like, hey, Matt Best 11X, but it wasn't just Matt Best. So it was clearly your page and who you were, and then I got a bunch of suggestions underneath it that were things that either I had looked up or said, or like the Atlanta Braves, or the Atlanta Falcons.
Dude, I'll even scare you more. That's face value, dude. What fucking like Amazon does these days is insanity.
Oh, it's crazy.
I mean, they'll say
really?
God, they'll be
no
like,
idea.
Your wife's Megan. She likes double penetration porn. You Google gay porn when she's not home. You normally frequent that porn 2 to 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. because that's probably when she has to go pick up the kids. So that's when we have a higher success rate of converting this advert towards you. It is
so
fucking
here's single
insanity.
gay dudes in your area, so you can DP your wife. Yeah, it's crazy.
100%, dude. They'll burn it down to the time, and I don't want to get into too much of that, but like if you can have an interface that lets people on like a purchasing side of business these capabilities, imagine what the hierarchy of that does, because I've seen a little bit in fucking things that I've been in. It's scary, brother.
So put your tinfoil hat on for a second. We did a live feed with Ready Man the other day, and we were talking about VPN, virtual private networks, and like online security, and we had people calling in saying they were simply talking about a trip to Hawaii. Never did any searching, never did anything online. Just this guy and his wife chatting about, hey, we should take a vacation to Hawaii. Then like that day they were getting ads popping up about, Travelocity going to Hawaii.
Well, I mean, I think that so you sign certain like consent forms when you purchase products, right? And no one fucking.
But nobody reads them.
Don't read that.
I don't
shit.
know. Like when iTunes updates their privacy policy, you fucking hit accept, and you're like, I want to download fucking Marvin Gaye, like whatever
Next thing
you're listening to.
Human Centipede.
But exactly, but like that's what Alexa and all these things. And I'm not a tin hat kind of guy. It's brilliant because it's all for making money. They don't give a fuck about what your lifestyle choices are. They care about your lifestyle because it's advantageous towards their business practices, right?
Target marketing.
Fuck yeah, dude. And like the more they can isolate that specific individual to exactly what you want, not in the room where all of us like guns, Ross. It'd be like, well, you're a film guy, so how do I market directly to you? And it's an insane world, man. And it's going to get very, very competitive. It already is, so.
Yeah, because I noticed, to that point, now that you brought it up, like I've been receiving things from Amazon in my email at certain points in the day, and I'm like, all right, why this and why now? One of them was a Strikeforce Energy sells their boxes, their 10-count boxes on Amazon now. So, not only do they have it on the website, on their own website, but they have it on Amazon. But these emails would always show up in the afternoon, and I was like, how the fuck do they know? Because I usually drink that shit right after lunch, and we talk about it on the show all the time. And I crash like right after, but I was like, I'll get these weird emails in the afternoon of like, hey, would you like a 10-count box of Strikeforce? And I was like,
yeah.
Jesus, man, are you living inside my mind? Because I was about to go to the kitchen.
Everything is metrics driven at this point, right? So, I mean, you can look at general Facebook analytics and Google Plus and all these other analytics that show you user time. So you have like who your fan base is and blah blah blah. That's insanely basic. So if you look at like a company like Amazon, they're gonna realize and they're gonna log the second you log in, and they're gonna track your IP whether or not you're logged in because they already know you are. But they're gonna track your times, where your highest purchase rates are. So if you scan fucking Amazon throughout the morning, but you never buy, but 8 p.m.'s your buy, they'll let you scan in the morning, and then they'll directly target you at fucking night at that exact hour that your highest conversion rate could be. So instead of being a 2% conversion rate, they'll drop you to an 8 because you're like, fuck it. Or they know that you're a drinker and you have like all these crazy things, whether they associate in this general metrics fucking collection to like solely target you to hire their conversions. And it's brilliant, man. Like I get fascinated by it because I'm like, I want to sell more coffee,
Hell
but
yeah.
I want people to buy it. You know?
Business wise, it's brilliant. As a human,
it's scary.
Scary.
It's fucking scary.
It's Skynet, bro.
It's Skynet. Yeah.
Hey,
it is.
Ross, let me ask you: have you been receiving more dildo ads from lately? Because you've been posting a lot of dildo stuff.
A lot of dildos.
A lot of dildos.
Really funny you say that. So anytime I go to like a porn site, that pops up on the side of like, hey, would you like to buy these dildos? And it's always just huge
what kind?
dicks.
Okay, yeah, how big? Like what? Like you know, just out of curiosity, or did they peg you for a small dildo guy?
I see that you pegged. I saw that.
No, nailed it. They never have me pegged, Josh. They never have me pegged. No, but like I would say like normal things, but it's always like it always appears to be gay shit where it's like. What we're doing with the dildos isn't gay.
No, not at all.
But now I'm getting labeled as that. Like, what the fuck?
So Ross, do you know this? When you left those dildos, so everybody knows from the last podcast, I left a bunch of dildos in Ross's one of my spare bedrooms. He showed up, put dildos fucking everywhere in the back of the closet, the door, in the pillowcases, everywhere. Fuck it, right? Which, if you're a long-term Drink Bros listener, we got those because of Take Your Pants Off. We never did anything with them because it just didn't materialize. Anyways, long story short, those dildos, man, were still in that room. Richard Ryan comes over. I hired some maids to come do like a deep clean in my house because, I've had like people staying for 3 weeks.
Sure.
And I wake up, they got there early, and then Noelle lets them in. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I got to get all those dildos. There's like fucking 17 dildos.
There's too many dildos.
So
many dildos.
So I run over the room. I grab a black trash bag. I'm like, I'll get these out because I don't want this poor fucking, 22-year-old Mexican lady to see all these dildos. I run into the room, and she's like wiping, scared as fuck. Like the closet door, like nowhere that would even be dusty.
Doesn't even need wiping.
Yeah, she's got PTSD in this motherfucker, dude. And she's staring at me. I'm like, those are, and she's like, yeah, no problemo. It's okay. Está bien. It's okay. And I was like, and then I try to like articulate because the daughter, like there was like an older lady and then a younger lady was like parked. I'm like, I do skits, like I'm like so like I do like inner, and she's like, no, it's okay. We see lots. No, okay. I'm like, no, I know, but it's not. Oh fuck. And I walked out and I was like, God damn it, there's no winning that fucking story. Whatever.
That's
what's funny?
Sorry, whatever your name is, lady. Yeah. My bad.
You sent me a picture of that after I left. I forgot you busted in the morning and taking a picture of me in bed with all those dildos surrounded on me.
Yep.
We'll post that. I'll post that on Instagram tonight when the show drops, just to let people know how many fucking dildos. I mean, there was so many dildos in that room that it was shocking.
And that's why we miss Rocco, because he always fucking knows a guy. Remember we talked about that, and that was in El Paso. He's like, I know a guy, and then he
dildo guy.
Yeah, and he said
knows
20
dildos,
guy. And they're not like dildos. They're like
they're
Goliaths.
Dildos.
Like, that's not a human dick.
You know what? It takes a real man to be secure enough to have 20 to 30 fucking baby arm sized dildos just floating around their house. Like, I'm impressed.
Yeah, I ain't worried about it. You know?
He ain't scared.
Yeah,
no, I got it unlocked.
And with Rocco, by the way, Josh Tyler, you've seen Range 15, obviously.
Oh,
right?
Of course.
Right. So with when we were going to get the blow up dolls for Jack's cock that we're going to ride around him on the movie, literally Rocco was like, I got a guy for those sex dolls.
Of course he does.
Yeah.
That's a good thing about Rocco. I like that guy, by the way. Rocco.
He's fucking phenomenal. Like him. We love him.
We love him.
Yeah. My biggest complaint about Rocco is he's not in fucking
He's
Salt
never
Lake.
around enough.
So June, he's here.
Is
so
this
we're,
happening?
We're literally
June,
a month.
June 15th.
We're a month away. June 15th,
Holy
he's here.
Shit.
The Drinking Bros, man, Rocco's gonna be back. The crew's gonna be back. We're gonna be drinking. We're starting it already because we're getting drunk at 2 p.m. here or 1 p.m. whatever the fuck it is. But Let's get into you, Josh. I want to talk a little about you because we got
get deep inside.
I think we're about 40 minutes. We're going to close in the
Yeah.
Drinkin' Bro here soon, but tell the users or the listeners about you. The users,
you know,
they're going to use you for
gonna
fucking
use me,
Instagram
they can,
naked photos.
all day. So I'm a professional MMA fighter. If you guys maybe have seen some fights around. Matt actually came out to my last fight. He was one of my cornermen. It was pretty cool.
I gotta corner you.
Yeah,
I yelled like one thing at you.
No, Matt was instrumental, I think, in that victory. He gave me some really good words of wisdom, and it was interesting because he likened it to some of the missions that he went out on. And I'm not a military guy. I didn't serve, but for me, going into a fight and getting, compared to these guys going out on a mission that's like real deal. Because fighting, at the end of the day, we're just playing a game. A lot of people think that it's pretty serious, and it's like, oh fuck, you're a badass.
It's very serious.
It's not, man. It's at the end of the day, I get to go home to my wife. No matter what, I might get beat up, I might get some bruises, but to have a guy with some combat experience and share that little nugget of wisdom was really cool, and that meant a lot to me. But yeah, I'm an MMA fighter, and of course, yeah, thanks Matt for coming out and giving me that. I appreciate that.
Don't thank me. You beat the fuck out of this guy. If anybody wants to look at the Instagram, dude, it was dope because I gotta admit,
you destroyed that guy.
Josh was nice enough to let me corner, and I did not deserve to corner him because I don't have the fucking understanding of MMA. I'm a huge fan, obviously, but Jeremy Horn's in the corner, and Jesus Christ, is he a ninja with, and Josh is like, out the gate, catches him with an overhand right, drops the dude, picks him up, because you're mainly a wrestler, am I correct?
Yep.
And then tosses him like the most epic throw that you would see in a highlight reel on the ground, and then you were like probably how close you were to the corner because I remember you looking up at us.
Well, that's what I'm. Strategically, if you look at the way this fight played out, like if I could have handwritten, and outlined the way I wanted the fight to go, this one was pretty textbook in what I wanted to do. So I was able to.
So do you want to pin them towards the corner?
Yeah, I want to take the guy to the corner. So if you watch most of my fights, and some people will say, "Well, you're giving away your secrets." Like, I don't give a fuck. I will write a letter to whoever I'm fighting and send it to them, and like, hey, this is what I'm going to try and do. If you can stop it, good for you.
Right.
If not, then it's going to be a shitty day. And this one went really well. But yeah, I circled the guy to the corner so that when I get that takedown, they're right there. So so Jeremy Horn can instruct me through what I need to do, and obviously Matt can give me some words of wisdom.
You caught that fucking elbow on that dude's face, Ross. Like, because I was probably 3 feet away, and like you hear punches, you hear kicks, they slap, but this dude leans up his head to try to like maneuver around to probably do like a sweep on Josh because I think he had side mount at the time, and he just drops an elbow bomb right in this fucking dude's forehead, and I could see the guy's head, and I was like, oh, I think there was about 45 seconds left in the round. I was like, he quit.
He wasn't real happy with that.
He quit right there in his brain,
It's until you go out and punch someone in their face or elbow them, it's really hard to describe that feeling, and I would liken it to, if anyone out there is a golfer and you just hit that sweet spot of your swing, or if you play baseball and you just rip one, it's like, man, that's what it feels like. And for me, that in fighting, like that's what I'm constantly trying to achieve is that sweet spot, that one moment where everything clicks and just feels like magical.
I think the coolest part about all of that was I love when people break, right? No matter how fucking dope and awesome and cool and hard you think you are and what the fuck your title is, whether in the military or whatever, every single human has a breaking point.
Yep.
Every single human has a breaking point. It's the truth. And when you see someone break, it's fucking fun. Because when you caught him with an elbow, he broke.
Done.
And then he was like trying to find a way out of this. You choked him out in the first round. He tapped. And I remember him sitting up and you didn't see this because you're like, I just fucking won. But he was like, that was fucking terrible. I saw him mouth it to his corner. And I was like, damn, you broke him. You didn't beat him, you broke him. And I was like, that's dope.
That's something that I picked up from wrestling. So I wrestled in college, and one of the things that our coaches taught us was not necessarily beating guys, but breaking them and figuring out how to break guys. So to be so relentless and so pursuant to that goal that you don't just achieve victory, you make that guy want to give up. And I think that's a good strategy because sometimes like people are just inherently physically tough.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's guys that can take an untold amount of abuse, and I've actually witnessed Matt take some severe abuse and actually turn around and put it back on. It's pretty impressive. Like, some of the best moments I've seen from Matt Best in the gym is when he's gotten freaking rocked, and then all of a sudden he turns it back on and he's freaking Conor McGregor in there. It's like, holy shit, where did this guy
I wouldn't go
come
that
from?
far.
No, you are. You're like a more
And
handsome.
you train him, right, Josh?
Yes.
Yeah.
I taught Conor McGregor everything that he knows.
Yes, DeMarcus Johnson and Josh Tyler are my two coaches, my main coaches. So they beat the fuck out of me. I will say, again, I always say that in the podcast, but it's fun like when people think that they do MMA, because I've been training for a while now, where I'm like, oh man, I feel good, and then you'll be like, okay, this is what MMA feels like. You'll fake a fucking punch, you'll throw me and just stuff me. I'm like, well, that was miserable, and I weigh 40 more pounds than you.
There's no amount for experience, you know?
True.
And Josh, are you gonna post that knockout video? You want to tell the people your Instagram and your Facebook and all that stuff?
Yeah. I'm gonna post that tonight when this thing drops. So it's Josh Tyler MMA on Instagram, and I'm gonna be kicking the Ross Patterson breakdown, the Morgan Freeman analysis. Narrated by Morgan Freeman. It's not Friday. It's a little early. It's premature.
Yeah,
but that's okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
Carry on. We'll post it on the Drinkin Bros podcast.
Oh
on
yeah,
Friday,
that'll be
Yeah,
great.
yeah. We'll post it on Drinkin Bros podcast page as well. What's your Facebook? Is it just Ready Man? Or are you part of the Ready Man team?
Well, I am part of Ready Man, but I'll be posting it to Josh Tyler MMA. I work with Ready Man, do a lot of stuff with them. I'm kind of the director of content for those guys, and you'll see a lot of my stuff on their website and on.
He is. If you don't know Josh, if there's an ISIS member, in any of my videos, literally you play 98% of the ISIS.
All-time ISIS, and you know what?
ISIS.
And I'm okay with that. You know what?
You're nimble. You're fucking nimble.
I have gotten killed on Black Rifle videos more time than. Well, I don't know what to say for that, but quite a few times.
Yes.
Nice. What do you got coming up down the pipe, Josh?
You know, honestly,
Are you fighting
man,
anymore?
I will definitely have more fights for sure, 100%. But you know, I've got such a good gig with Ready Man and with Black Rifle. Working with these guys is kind of a dream come true. To getting to do the stuff that we get to do. We were out. I got to shoot a flamethrower yesterday,
a 50 cal,
and a 50 cal.
I know
was
you guys were living the dream yesterday.
I felt super manly, and it was pretty fun. So I get to do some cool stuff with these guys.
Also, we're filming another walkthrough video that we started yesterday, and Josh is shirtless, holding a smoke grenade while a flamethrower is going off, and we're jumping a razor. So it's hot. It's pretty dope.
So hot.
That's fucking awesome.
It's a lot of good times. So, you know, in terms of fighting, you know, it's something that I'm going to continue to pursue. But with these guys here in Salt Lake, you know, I've got such a good gig going that I'm definitely gonna be doing that as well. And with fighting, I'll take the fights that are interesting and that are fun that I want to do. But you know, my main focus is going to be Black Rifle and Ready Man.
Booyah.
Okay, right on. Well, hey, Josh, we appreciate you being on the show. This is the point where we get to the Drinking Bro of the Week.
Ooh.
Matt, my Facebook is up and working, dude. They let me back in.
Is it? All right, good.
This one goes out. This one was submitted by Will Sassenberg. He says, "What's up, gents? I'd like to nominate my brother Nick Fontaine for Drinking Bro of the Week. He was med boarded out of boot 5 years ago due to a head injury and the tumor found from the X-rays. Since then, he's devoted his time to graduating college, raising his godson, and helping all of his brothers transition back to civilian life. He was my rock for a while I was first back home, and by my side the entire time while I was dealing with stage 2 malignant melanoma. He has his first of 2 brain surgeries in the coming weeks, and I know we would love to hear some love from you guys. Thanks for all you guys do. The laughter you've given me and all my brothers at home has gotten us through a lot, Will." Hey, Will, we appreciate
cheers,
that,
brother.
man.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers. We appreciate the submission. And to Nick Fontaine, you were the Drinking Bro of the Week, my man.
Fucking A, brother. Cheers to you, man.
Cheers to that.
Appreciate you listening.
I'm going to drink some more whiskey, even though I shouldn't, you know?
Well, yeah, we're
Yes,
drinking
you
some
should.
lead slingers here in your honor because that's pretty badass, dude.
Yeah. Fucking A, man.
Fucking A. Well, hey, dude, this was a fucking awesome show. Josh, I really appreciate you
thanks,
being on, man.
Hey, my
And guys,
pleasure.
look up Josh, man. You'll see a lot of fucking behind the scenes that we do together. He's always punching me in the face, and he's not an employee of Ready Man or Black Rifle. He's family, so check him out. And thanks for being on the show, Josh. That's fucking awesome, man.
This is a lot of fun.
Yeah,
man.
The fact that
we'll
this is your first
share your
show,
video.
and you
I know.
live right down the fucking.
Yeah, it's crazy.
shit.
It's crazy. I've been chomping at the bit to get on this show. You know, I listen to the show regularly. I'm a big fan of Drinking Bros and love what you guys are doing. And I'm like, hey guys, I'm right here.
We'll
I'd
get
love-
you on again.
Yes, thank you.
We'll have an MMA fight, but I get a gun, and then I'll
Fair deal. Yeah, but it's not loaded, right? I'll take a few pistol whips. I
How
just
about
want to get
sim rounds?
shot.
Sim rounds?
Okay,
Okay.
deal.
Okay.
We're doing that.
Fuck that. I'm gonna get my ass beat. All right, Ross. Appreciate it, man.
All right, hey, this was awesome. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We love you. Don't forget, tickets are on sale for the live shows in Colorado Springs.
Indeed, and they're selling
June
out, man.
23rd.
Let's fucking do this.
Yes. And Denver, June 22nd. We are also shooting a movie in Colorado Springs out of the June 23rd show. So if you are in town, we are interviewing Drinkin' Bros, and that will be intercut into the movie itself. So please join us. Tickets are available on ticketfly.com. We love you. Good night, everyone.
Cheers, bros and broettes.
Cheers.